Good afternoon. Welcome to Ziggy's Rant. I'm Ziggy. And today's rant is going to be about our First Minister, Honest John Swinney. Before we get started, can I ask you a favour, if you don't mind? Please subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers I've got, the better. Thumbs up always helps. And share. If you can share it to all your friends, family, great. That'd be really appreciated. Thank you very much. Now then, to my rant about Honest John. Now, today in Parliament, Honest John says that he is open, transparent, and he will share all the data as he's always done throughout his career in Parliament. That's fantastic. Brilliant from Honest John. But his record in government says very, very different. I've only done a couple of examples. There's a lot more out there. But for 2021, recent ones, a secrecy storm as John Swinney released a summary of a long-awaited school report a month after MSPs demanded the full report was given out. Example number one. Example number two. 2020, accused of trying to cover up incompetence over exam results with no documents or minutes of 8 meetings he'd had on this. Example number two. So now we'll go to example number three. 2019, ordered John Swinney as educational secretary, ordered a secret probe into disappointing exam results while telling Parliament there was no problem, no issue at all. But it was leaked that he'd ordered a probe because he was concerned about the exam results. So that's 3 examples. And then we come to the most recent, most obvious cover up from Honest John with data. And that is the WhatsApp messages. He deleted all of his WhatsApp messages. But Honest John wants to provide all the data, and he's always provided all the data in Parliament. I'll do that. But yet the evidence says different. And by the way, you can go back years and years and years and years of John's time, Honest John's time in Parliament, of cover up after cover up after cover up. But are we surprised? No, not with this government, not at all. But it's yet another example of a government minister, and this time the First Minister, standing up in Parliament and openly lying when the evidence says very differently. How are we meant to trust these people who are in government, who are government ministers, when they openly lie in Parliament and there's no comeback and there's no the presiding officer can't do a job? Now, I'm not impressed with this presiding officer at all. I don't think she's doing a good job. She's not very shall we say, neutral as what a presiding officer should be. But to cut her a bit of slack, and it's a little bit of slack, she hasn't got the power to do anything. She can't force the First Minister to correct the record and be honest about things. She can't force a minister to do that. In the rules set out for Parliament, it's up to the minister to decide if they want to come back, correct the record, or apologise. There's no accountability, and that's a big issue because we've lost trust in that system. We've lost trust in the Parliament. You can't believe, even when they're telling the truth, you wonder, are they lying? Is that true? Because we don't know. Because the record is shocking in not telling the truth, and cover-ups is what John Swinney does best. He always has done. He's been covering up for Nicola Sturgeon's shenanigans for years as the Deputy First Minister. So his record is not great, but to stand there and openly lie about, oh, I've always produced data, I will bring all the data as First Minister in my government, will always produce the data, will always show the records, will always stand up and tell the truth. Records don't show that. The history don't show that. And I think it's about, we've now got to the point where we're fed up of listening to these people in Parliament. They need to sit down and listen. And we need rid of them. We need rid of them. They need to go. They need to go. We need an election. They need to go. That's my rant for today. So thumbs up, subscribe, share, and leave your comments. Let me know what you think. What you think of the show, what you think of Honest John, and what you think of Parliament. Just leave your comments. I'll read them. Really interesting. So till next time, thank you for listening, and take care.